If you're one of the 50 million Americans who's having issues sleeping, whether you can't fall asleep at night or you wake up in the middle of the night, I've got some holistic solutions for you on this video. I'm going to give you 7 different tips that you can use to sleep well starting tonight. Now, the first thing is you want to set the room temperature to about 68 degrees Fahrenheit. Now, it is definitely known throughout basically the holistic and the sleeping world that having your room a little bit on the cool side is much better for sleeping well. And 68 degrees has been shown in studies to be the optimal temperature. So that's number 7. Number 6 tip is to use a weighted blanket. So really when you think about when you've had like the best sleep of your life, it's in typically a slightly cool room, like 68 degrees, with a good warm comforter or a duvet or a weighted blanket on you. And there are studies that show that if you have a weighted blanket over you while you sleep, that you can actually sleep more soundly that way. And studies show that people tend to sleep longer if they have a weighted blanket on. They tend to have less wake-ups in the middle of the night. And they tend to feel actually a greater sense of calm the next day after sleeping so well. So that's my number 6 tip. My number 5 tip is to try blue light blocking glasses. Now, you may have seen these holistic health practitioners walking around with amber colored glasses during the day. And the reason why people wear these glasses is because of the circadian rhythms of your body. The circadian rhythms are your body's natural sleep-wake cycle. And we all kind of have this circadian rhythm where we wake up at around the same time in the morning and we kind of get tired and go to sleep at a similar time at night. Now, what we know is that blue light can interfere with your body's circadian rhythms. Blue light is also a spectrum of light that is emitted a lot from our tablets and our phones. And so using your tablets and your phones a lot at night gives our eyes this blue light exposure and makes our circadian rhythms then kind of go haywire. So your body doesn't know if it's time to get up or go to sleep at night. So one definite way that you can impact that is to wear blue light blocking glasses. This can help block those blue light rays from basically targeting and from hitting your eyes, and can cause your body then to know that, hey, when that blue light goes down, it's time to go to sleep. Now, another way you can do this is there is a night shift mode on iPhones, and there is something similar on Androids as well. And this will help to reduce kind of those more harsh blue light and make the light from your devices warmer so that your body once again gets the signal not to stay up, but to basically go to sleep. Now, you can find blue light blocking glasses all over. They're not that expensive. You can find them on Amazon. I have a friend of mine, Dave Asprey, who's a part owner in a company called TrueDark, and they make really good ones as well. So what else can you do? Well, turning on that phone's night shift I mentioned earlier, that is basically my number 4 tip. And so go on your phone, it's on the settings, and you want to find the brightness and go to night shift and turn it on. And on your iPhone, you can actually then put the time that you want to do it. So mine starts at, I think, 9 or 10 p.m. and goes through 7 a.m. the next morning. And once again, if you're the type of person like, unfortunately I am, I'm one of those, where you do look at your phone at night before you go to bed, then that helps to prevent it. So combining the night shift with blue light blocking glasses can really help with your circadian rhythms. Now, before we get to the top 3 tips I have of helping you sleep holistically, some of these tips are taken from my new book, Younger for Life. And this is going to be published by HarperCollins in January 2nd. But we do have a plethora of free gifts, $100 or more potentially. If you pre-order or order the book, go to autojuvenation.com and we will send you those free gifts if you order it, and you'll have my undying gratitude. So it's called Younger for Life. If you want to know holistically how to turn back the clock to get better looking skin, to feel more energetic, and to even lose a few pounds in as little as 3 weeks, 21 days, I've got the solution for you in my Younger for Life book. So once again, autojuvenation.com, and I give a lot of other tips on sleep, on dental health, on your skin, and all these other types of things. Okay, so my number 3 tip to help getting better sleep holistically is to not put a Wi-Fi router in your bedroom. Similarly, you do not want to sleep on top of your phone. Okay, there's so many people who either have a Wi-Fi router in their bedroom because they want to have a good signal to their phone while they're lying in bed, or who knows doing what, or they put their phone underneath their pillow while they sleep. Now the jury is still out, but there are a lot of people that do find that EMFs, basically electromagnetic frequencies that are emitted from your phone and from Wi-Fi routers, may interfere with how you sleep. And so if you've got issues with sleeping at night, and if you've got a Wi-Fi router in your room, either turn the Wi-Fi router off when you're going to sleep, or move the router into a different room and see if you sleep better. Now I'll tell you, I was actually at a hotel room. I was the last person. I was going to a conference, a holistic medicine conference, and I was the last person literally in the whole hotel to check in. I got in real late at night, and they gave me the last room available. It was a small room. I went to the room, and for the first 3 nights of the conference, I could not sleep, like at all. I was having a hard time falling asleep, then I would wake up super early, and I ran into the person who had the room right next to me, and I asked him, have you had problems sleeping too? Because and the person looked totally disheveled, and I thought, maybe you're having problems too. And she said, yeah. She goes, I usually sleep really well when I'm in hotel rooms, but I just cannot sleep. And lo and behold, I look in my room, and at the top of the room, on the wall right between our rooms, was the Wi-Fi router, which was mounted on the wall there. And that was the Wi-Fi router for most of that floor. And when I ended up going to the front desk and I switched rooms, the rest of that conference, I slept really well. And I do think it had to do with that Wi-Fi router. So if you are having problems sleeping, just try taking that Wi-Fi router out of your room or turning it off at night. And if you're sleeping with your phone under your pillow, don't do that. Put your phone away from you and see if you sleep better. Okay, my number 2 tip is to try meditation. Now, back during the early stages of the pandemic, I had major issues sleeping, and I was trying everything that I knew. 68 degrees, had a weighted blanket, and all these things, and I would still wake up in the middle of the night because my mind was just racing with all the different worries and things on my mind at that time. And it wasn't until I started meditating, literally just 10 to 20 minutes every day, that I started sleeping through the night. And it was actually a direct correlation, where those days where I would meditate for 10 to 20 minutes a day, I would sleep perfectly soundly that night. And on those days where I would skip meditating, I would wake up at 3 in the morning worrying about this, my mind on that. And so meditation is something that we don't really, as Western or traditional medicine trained physicians, know a lot about. But meditation can have profound impacts on your brain and how your brain functions. And so literally just taking 10 to 20 minutes each day, whether you've got anxiety or you've got sleeping issues or your mind races because there's so much on your mind, just try 10 to 20 minutes a day where you close your eyes, you go into a quiet room, you sit down, and just pay attention to your breathing. And if you just do that for 10 to 20 minutes, you may be surprised at just how your body reacts to it. There's also guided meditations that you can do. I do a lot of my meditations now using the Peloton app. And so many I know of my followers and fans are Peloton addicts, and you may not know that they have great meditation programs there as well. And then the final tip that I have, if you're looking at holistic ways to help you sleep better at night, is to try essential oils. Now, essential oils have had a bad rep in the traditional medicine community because there are people who are touting all sorts of unproven benefits of the oils, from curing cancer to healing diseases, that just there's no proof that they do. However, oils can definitely have an impact on your mood and your relaxation. And there are certain oils that you can, let's say, diffuse in your room in the evening times, like lavender or chamomile, that can definitely have a soothing and relaxing effect on your senses. And so that's definitely another way that you can help to really kind of calm your body down and to get yourself ready for sleep. Now, I do want to put a caveat to that lavender, if you've got pets, may be harmful to pets. So you want to do some research on that before you start diffusing lavender essential oils. But once again, a lot of different oils that you can use that really do have a potential calming effect. Well, once again, a lot of these were from my new book, Younger for Life. I've got also in this video right up here some suggestions for you. If you've got hyperpigmentation and you want to treat your hyperpigmentation naturally without painful lasers and treatments, check it out right up here. And remember, my friends, eat real food, use clean skincare, and auto-juvenate before you operate.